Welcome to my live. Today we have a new transfer. It's called Give It to God. It's a size C, so it's a 12 by 18 transfer. And I'm going to be using both the 18-inch Odette board new and the drawer front board. This one's brand new out of the box that I just opened up. Very pretty, both of them have like the white background. The Odette board, this board is reusable, so you can wash this back off and use it over and over. This one, only if you, because it's made out of real wood and it's chalk painted, if you removed paste from it, you would need to like sand it down a little bit to pull off all of the pigment and then kind of like do white chalk paint back over it. So because it's a porous surface, we call that like a one-time use board. I am going to cut this transfer in half, but right now I'm trying to share my live feed with my VIP group so that we're in both my page and my group. And I can't actually do it until after I hit my live button, so that is the delay. We definitely need to get a new computer or faster Wi-Fi because it takes so long to get into where our conversation from the live are. So I can read comments and see what's going on. Let me turn this fan down on this air too. That is making it hard to see here. See here, whatever it is. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and cut this in half. There is a line, a white line guide. So this is kind of like two transfers in one. So you can do the different sayings on a different board or a different surface. Okay, so there. All right, let's write on the back so we know which one's what. Okay. And then this one is okay. All right, got those both marked. We're ready to go then. All right, so let's start with, we're going to move the Odette board over. I'm going to use it in a minute. So let's start on this board. Okay, so fresh out of the box, let's take these little protective corners off. Don't need those on there anymore. Unless you're creating a board to ship it to somebody for a gift, then I would recommend saving your box and your little corners and stuff, because if you're making a gift that you want to send across to different states, then you're going to have a safe way to repackage it and go. All right. Move that up. All right, so first let's lay down our fuzz cloth. We're going to peel the backing off here. I feel like we need to be a little closer. Let me pull us in just a smidge. See if that works. Might have to move some things around to be able to do that. Okay, I think we're good. All right, so let's peel the backing off and tuck that aside. All right, so now I just want a little bit of lint on the back of this sticky side of the transfer. Because it's so sticky, I don't want it to stick so good to this drawer front that it pulls off chalk paste or something. Okay, now just make sure you have a lint-free surface. Now you can either wipe with the microfiber side of your lint cloth for that, which I did earlier. And now I just want to smooth the transfer down so there's no air bubbles. Okay, now the two paste colors I picked out today, one is Tide and one is Couture Teal. They're both really complementary of each other because they're on the same palette on the color wheel. So between blue and green, these two colors lie. So this has white added to it, and this is just a darker shade. So a little bit of a darker, like add black to the blue-green once you get it, and this is add white to the blue-green to get that color. So because they're on the monochromatic color scheme, they go together and they complement each other. So I'm going to be using these together on our boards. So let me get these ready. We're just going to open them up and give them a quick stir. See if we need to add any water to it for thinning purposes. Just a little. So you always want your chalk paste to stir kind of like yogurt consistency. So if it ends up being a little thicker, you add some water. And if it's too thin, just use it the way it is or leave the lid off for a little bit to reach that desired consistency. And for good storage for your chalk paste, always once a week check all your colors that are your opened colors. Check those, make sure that they are in good shape. If they need water, just kind of revitalize them. I know, easy to say, hard to remember to do. And then you open it and you might have a surprise, and it might be super duper thick, and then you have to work really extra hard to get it thinned out. The multi-tool is a really good tool for stirring your chalk pastes when you're doing that revitalization once a week. Okay, so we've got both our colors ready to go. All right, let me get my squeegees ready. Let's use these two. Okay, we're going to start with Tide. I'm going to do the dark color first on top. And then you just want to kind of scrape and get that excess off. Put it back in your jar. All right, now when you're doing multicolored transfers, it is completely okay to do one color at a time and then peel this up, let that rest, dry. It takes about 2 minutes to let that dry on its own. or you can put a blow dryer on low, cool setting and use that to dry it. And the reason I do cool is so that my transfer that's made out of vinyl doesn't get heated up. So I'm using my cool button. That way my transfer that's still sticking to half my board is safe. And the reason I'm kind of doing one color and letting this dry is because in the time it's going to take me to do the other part of the board, might take me a little bit longer, and then my chalk paste will start to dry inside my screen. So this way I'm assured it's not going to dry in the screen. Now I can just let that lay like that and we're good. Just make sure my bottom is sealed on there nice and no bubbles. Don't want bubbles. Okay, got that part. Now we can go ahead and get the rest of this done. Now we're doing Couture Teal. If you watch my videos, you'll know blue-green is one of my favorite combinations of colors, and I just love it. All right, so it's just smoothing and scraping the excess off here, making sure all the chalk paste is through that silk screen so that our impression is on there good. All right, let's go ahead and pull this off, 90 degrees, kind of pulling it straight up. There we go. We have that part done. Let me quick hit that with the dryer. And then I'm going to move on to the second board. We're going to use the same colors on the Odette board. So this brand new transfer was a 2-part transfer. So we have this drawer front. That looks gorgeous. I love it. Love it, love it. I can't wait to put it on my wall. Let's set that one aside. We'll look at it again when we're all finished. And then this Odette board. Now this one has the sawtooth clips on the back, so it's ready to go right on the wall. And then this is part 2 of that transfer. So let's get our fuzz cloth out. And we'll go ahead and peel this off the backing and get a little bit of lint on the back of the sticky part. I've been wanting to do this transfer ever since I saw it in our fall and winter catalog. So, can't wait to put it on the wall. Okay, so I'm just pressing it against the terry cloth side of our fuzz cloth. Now, before these fuzz cloths were invented, I used to stick this on my jeans. Like whatever clothing I'm wearing, I would stick the sticky side of a brand new transfer just to my pant leg and pull lint off that way. But these are nice. I love them. And the fact that they have this microfiber side, it's great for like drying off your board, getting the extra lint and fuzz off of it before you start your board. So, kind of like a dusting thing. It's like you want the fuzz on the back of your first brand new transfer, but you don't want too much fuzz on your board to where your silk screen is clogged with lots of fuzz. You want fuzz, but not a lot of fuzz. All right, so now I got a couple bubbles here. I just want to make sure they're not in my words. Push them towards the edge here. Because if there is a bubble of air under there, the chalk paste will go through the screen and then shoot out where that bubble is, and then we'll have a splotchy smear right there. And we don't want that either. Okay, so now we got our colors back again. We're going to use the same process we did the other half, but we're going to stir our chalk paste again. It's been sitting just for a second or two, but that's enough during the summer for a layer of the paste to start drying on top. So I always like to just save my stir sticks right here and stir them again good before I start. All right, so we're going to do this top part in Tide. That's the darker color. And notice when I'm using my squeegee to put this chalk paste on that I'm almost completely straight upright. That is to give the right amount of pressure and the right angle for that chalk paste to go through that screen and onto the board. Now I can smooth and scrape the excess off. Okay, let's set that Tide aside. Now I want to get this edge. Let's go ahead and peel this back and let the Tide dry for a sec. With my dryer on cool setting, I'm going to dry those letters. Okay, that was not completely dry. And I just messed that letter up. Whoops, I did not mean to do that. That's okay, we can fix it. I have definitely done that before. I thought we were good, so. I like to have these Lysol wipes handy because you never know. And then you can just, let's say this was an air bubble that I had chalk paste go through. Let's make sure. I'm not 100% caught up with where I was, but if you are hopping on, just say hi, and then I'll know you're in here, even though I can't see you right this second. All right, well, hopefully. All right, so we let that dry. I laid that back down, and now we're ready to move on to the Couture Teal. Very pretty colors. All right, smoothing and scraping off the excess here. Put it back in my jar. And that is that. That's how easy that was. Awesome, awesome. We fixed that letter R and we're back in business. Hi, Andrew.
It's funny because it disappeared on mine.
Did it really?
I did it and I put it on there and it disappeared.
Okay, just drying this quick. Two very beautiful boards. So we have one transfer and we got two boards out of it. So I love this saying, give it to God, then go to sleep. And then on the Odette board, I know that my Redeemer liveth. So this was one transfer that you cut down the middle, and I got two beautiful sayings out of it. Very nice. Not too bad. Now, if you are interested in purchasing this transfer or the boards, let me tell you how to do that. You can go onto my Facebook page and click on the shop button, and then it'll pull up all the available transfers and boards and things, and you can click on that and it will take you to my website. Just so you know that, my website is www.chalkcouture, all one word, .com / not backslash, and then Beth Missler, all one word, all lowercase letters. And it'll take you in there and you can see all these beautiful transfers and boards that you can make and hang in your own home. Like I said, this board here is a reusable surface. So if I wanted to change this, maybe during the holidays or something, and I wanted something else on there, I can spray this with water, wipe that off, and then put another transfer on it. This one's more permanent because it's a porous wood surface. So once you put that on there, I mean, I have known people to do this reclaimed drawer front. They wash it the best they can with water, and then they just rough it up with some sandpaper and then just kind of touch up with white chalk paint. I mean, you could do that too. It's thick enough and solid wood. So that reclaimed drawer front, it's 6 inches by 18 inches. Actually, this part's longer than 6 inches. This part in the center is the 6 inch by 18. So it's slightly bigger than that. This board runs $24.99. And then this Odette board, there's 3 different sizes of this board. And I love it. I have all 3 sizes. So this one is also 6 inches by 18 inches. And this one runs $19.99. What I love about this board is that even though it's not a front and back surface, the back of it is the same textured finish as the front. So even though the sawtooths are right here, it's almost like it's a two-sided thing. Like you could literally chalk something here and put this on an easel and be able to have 2 different signs on it. But they don't call this one a double-sided, but some of our boards are like that. So there we go. That's our artwork for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to shoot me a message and let me know what questions you have. Otherwise, you guys have a great Thursday night, and hope that you finish off your week really great, because we're heading into the weekend after tomorrow. Hallelujah. All right. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Bye now.